Alright, here's a quick update. This is a Ural update, but it's going to also show off some of the other items that I've got going on here and why this Ural is taking so long. So, this is the template that I'm creating for the pickguard. The intention is a Tele thin line neck pickup, P90, a humbucker that will be coil tapped. That's as much as I figured out. I traced these and these from the old pickguard. Those are the switches from a Ural. I'm going to put Jaguar switches, and then those are the 4 volume knobs. It's 3 independent volumes and then a master volume. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle that. I'm also going to put 3 Jag switches with tone caps on them. So it'll be like the 3rd switch on a Jag, but for each pickup. So, here's the real deal with the Ural. It's the blue one hiding in the back. And there are, as you can see, a Strat, the Ural, and a Godin that I'm making less ugly for a friend of mine. So, these babies have been sitting here for about 2 months, letting them cure. Here's the main event, though. This thing is fucking sweet. You can see I didn't do a great job filling this. That's the fucking plywood. That's an edge where the plywood from the top, it's like Luan on the top or whatever. But fucking headstock looks sweet. Matching blue headstock. I'm going to be refretting it. But yeah, even in the back of the neck, like, it looks sweet. The fender amber looks really sweet. Looks like a Yamaha or something. So I'm really looking forward to that. But over here, I have a pair of guitars that I'm in the process of creating new nuts for. This is one of my first paint jobs. It's a Tele kit guitar, and then this is my brother-in-law's Chender guitar, Chender Stratocaster, that is a real piece of shit. But he put a bunch of other parts on it and a Graphtec nut, and I don't love the Graphtec, so I'm just making a new bone nut for it. This is as far as I got, was shaping it into their fucking twisted slot. Look at that. Yeah, that's sweet. And then lastly, this 1960, well, here, I have to repair the arms on this girl. One of my daughter's favorite little dolls. Of course, the cheap ones are the favorite ones. Is the nub. But, so that girl's sitting there to remind me. But yeah, here is the 1964 Mustang. Yeah, a lot of work. My buddy Sean broke the fuck out of this guitar. Wow, he just beat the shit out of it. It's fine. The guitar's fine. This one is similarly waiting on a new nut. I believe after that, everything will clean up and go back together just fine. But, yeah. So, those two guitars over there get nuts. This Strat gets a new nut. The Godin has a nut. The Ural didn't come with a nut, so I'm going to make a new nut for that. So, I've got a bunch. I've got a lot of carving to do. This one's going to be sweet. But, not as sweet as that fucking setup right there, man. Thing's going to be awesome. Oh, what's the other thing to show off? That perloid is the pickguard material. Oh, and here's the pickguard that I traced the template from. The guy who I bought it from sent me this. Extra hole drilled here, extra pickup drilled out there. Thing's all fucked up. Anywho, I've been working desperately on trying to clean up my shop. My fucking hole in the basement. Also, I grew a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but I grew some weed. It worked out pretty good. Yeah, that's it. That's the update for now. So, unfortunately, the other the other thing that's been taking up a bit of my time is this little recording setup I've got over here. And since the demise of my band due to COVID, I now have my actual drum set back. So, while I have spent a considerable time getting a decent sound out of this first act drum kit, I'm going to get to set up my big bad 26-inch Ludwig kick drum and my Slingerland toms that match that bass drum there, and be super duper loud in the basement. But anyways, these are all just wonderful distractions. Oh, you can see that Lake Placid blue from over here. It's awesome. So anyways, that's the update. Ural coming soon. The order of operations though is going to be the Telly, the Strat, that Godin, and then that Mustang, and then I clear all of that space up, and then I'm just gonna have fun with the Strat and the Ural. So coming soon. Stand by. Thank you.